You might need to press your permission. Cool.
Just waiting for Rashad to get here. Oh no, that's really not him.
Oh my god! Wow!
I just saw the head before I saw the face. It's not him.
So I can hear someone talking. I'm not sure who it is, but hi there. And let's say, as we mute, let's mute, not mute me. Participants. Anybody still waiting? Okay, let's start. So I'm going to start with a little reading about this month, and the Hebrew calendar is a lunar calendar. Someone at my door. So, no, it's not. The next door neighbor. The Hebrew calendar is different from the solar calendar. It's a lunar calendar, and the Hebrew month has got energies that are very much linked to our zodiac, the astrology, and carry the energy of the star signs. So that you know, this is a month which is in preparation to the Hebrew festival of Rosh Hashanah, which is the beginning of what we believe is the creation of the universe. So a creation energy has started to come into the world at this point. And this month is called ELUL. The Hebrew letters are Aleph, Lamed, Vav, and Lamed again. The Lamed is like a hug, and the Aleph and the Vav represent masculine and feminine energies. So what we say about this month, what is said about this month, is that the king is in the field. And what does that mean? It means that there's a feminine divine and a masculine divine. And in this month, the invitation is from the masculine to the feminine, and it's an invitation to come and dance together in the field. And it's like a meet and greet, but it's more than that. It's a connection with the beloved divine. So if you're feeling any energies around relationships, healing, mending, this is a beautiful time to be doing it. It's a very integrated way, a very gentle way. The king is not in the palace. The king isn't far away. The king is in the field. He's right by you in the daisies, dancing and waiting. So if there is a masculine energy in your life that you want to invite into your life to connect with, this is a very beautiful time to integrate it. The saying of the month is called, the four letters stand for something. It's not just called ELUL for no reason. I think, Akar, in your language, is it also called ELUL? Because I think the Turkish and the Hebrew calendars are quite related. Is there a month called ELUL?
ELUL, yes, September.
ELUL, this month, exactly. Beautiful.
Yes.
I had a feeling
Yes.
we have the same calendar, yes. So ELUL in Hebrew, it stands for Ani Ledodi V'Dodi Li. I am to my beloved, and my beloved is to me. So it's that welcoming dance between the yin, the yang, the flow of chi between the two forces that give birth to what we call the known universe, or the unified field. So when we say the king is in the field, I like to think that it actually has a quantum meaning as well. And we're actually talking about the unified field, where all the particles are dancing about, ready for creation. They're in a little bit of chaos right now. They don't know what's going to happen. It's all down to us. We get to control the energy of this month, and we get to invite into this month the intentions that we want to set for the coming year. All the creative energies are flowing. So if I was to go around the room, and I'll start, and anybody who doesn't want to share, that's fine. They could just make a mental intention. But if there's an intention that you want to bring into this month, whether it's about connection or relationships or something different for yourself, I'm going to channel the intention that this, for me, will be a month where I release. Let's do a release and an intention. So what we want to release, and you can write this down on a piece of paper if you like, or you can just bring it into your heart space. But we're going to do a little meditation around what we'd like to release from the last year and what we want to bring forward and call forward into creation in this coming year. So I'm just going to take a moment and think. And the things that I'd like to release this year are a hesitancy and a fear of stepping forward, where I feel I have to show up as perfect. And this is part of my intention to release that, because I've literally just stepped out of the shower. I have no clue, no preparatory work went into this. This is just a spontaneous gesture of love from me to all my beautiful sisters and the sisterhoods that I belong to. And just stepping forward in my most imperfect way, my intention is to receive courage from the divine masculine, so that I come out of the energy of thinking and being shy and maybe holding back, and really step into my sacred feminine, which is embodied earth, and really about being present with myself, not being in the sky and overthinking, because the masculine has a tendency to overthink, to plan, and to have deadlines and schedules, whereas the feminine is intuitive and just goes with the flow. So that's my intention, to go with the flow. Does anybody else want to share their intentions to release and to call in? I'm just going to give you all a minute to either put it in the chat or to unmute and come on, tell us all.
I'll come in. No.
Hi there. I'm trying to figure out who's talking.
Maddie.
I'm sorry, who is it? Is it Maddie? Hi, Maddie. Am I saying your name right?
Yeah.
Hi, Maddie. Welcome. What would you like to release, or what would you like to call forward?
I would like to release, similar to you, the need to be perfect and this imposter syndrome I've been hanging to with everything I do. And I'd like to step into allowing myself time for peace and rest.
Beautiful. So it is. Can we all send our beautiful Celine is waiting to come in. Let's just honor Maddie's intention to release imposter syndrome. And what else was it? Imposter syndrome
And perfectionism.
and perfectionism, and to bring in peace and rest. That's a beautiful intention. Let's all breathe into that. Breathing out. Breathing in fully. I belong here. I'm not an imposter. I fully belong to this world. In all my imperfections, I can show up just as I am. Breathing that in. And breathing out peace. Beautiful. Thank you, Maddie. Would anybody else like to? Celine, if you just came, what we're doing is we're reconciling the masculine and feminine energies. This month is a time where masculine and feminine dance together. And they say the king is in the field waiting for his queen. So us queens are going to step into our feminine sacred energy. And whether we're a tiger and we roar, or whether we're a shy little deer hiding in the bushes, we can embrace everything that we are and come and meet our king. And the king doesn't have to be a person. It can be our sacred masculine. But the intention is to let go of something, fully release, and then to set our intention what we'd like to bring into this space. So Maddie has just shared her beautiful intention, and I've gone forward bravely into the unknown. And anybody else would like to step forward and share? I'd be so happy to hear from you.
I'm happy to share. It's Manisha.
Manisha, hi, thank you. I can hear you, but quite faintly. Can we all hear Manisha?
It might be my.
Oh, that's it. I
connection.
can hear you
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you for holding space today.
You're so welcome.
I think I'm going to say my release is releasing chaos and all things that no longer serve me. I really want to try and make sure that I do that. And my intention is to invite in more calm energy, to feel free, and to be more vulnerable.
Beautiful. Vulnerability is such an important one. I love that. That's so underestimated. The power of vulnerability. I don't know if anyone has seen the videos of Brene Brown and her books about vulnerability and sharing. Lala is saying, internet is terrible. Pop in the chat. That's fine. Okay, Lala, I'm going to read yours next. So Manisha, releasing chaos. And just to, you see me better now. Very sunny day. Just to make a note of the facts, I'm going to invite you to get curious about chaos and whether that's necessarily a bad thing, because the divine energy of creation is actually a feminine energy. If you've ever noticed that it's women who give birth and not men, And at birth, I don't know if any of you have experienced it or wish to experience it, but it's very chaotic and bloody. And the thing is that with the universe, the Big Bang or the story of creation, whichever creation story you buy into, or whether or not you think it was just random, there is always chaos before creation. And when you have the 5 rhythms in dancing, chaos is actually the most feminine of all. And so I will invite you to dance with your chaos and embrace it and realize that chaos is sometimes where all the ideas are flooding around your head, almost like an ADHD thing. But when they settle, it's like the end of the storm and everything becomes clear. And then you can pick out, like fishing for fish, when the sea is very clear, you can even see the fish. You can pick out the ones that you want and you can leave the ones that you don't to swim away. So in releasing your chaos, you can actually choose to come back to it sometimes if you wish, and not to be afraid. Does that land for you? Does that make any sense?
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, that's
beautiful.
I'm pretty sure.
So let's breathe in the chaos, everybody together, breathing in. Deep into the belly. We all have some chaos in us. Let's embrace that. Let's dance with it. Let's have some fun. Breathing in and holding space for chaos, and breathing out peace, freedom, and vulnerability. Beautiful. Thank you, Manita. That was so lovely. So lovely to share with you in this space. I'm going to share, if that's all right, Lala's intention. Lala, am I saying your name correctly? My intention is to release the feeling of urgency. Beautiful. I'd like to move slower, with more intention, without feeling guilty, or like I'm not being productive or efficient. Does anybody else resonate with this? Because I'm resonating away with this intention. Absolutely. Let's all slow down. I'd like to call in rest. Yes, lots of rest. Beautiful. Releasing urgency. Let's breathe into that. Everybody can channel the last time when they felt everything had a deadline. And I hate the word deadline. Well, I don't say hate, but I look at the word deadline with so much compassion. It's such a masculine energy, because a deadline is racing towards something dead. And who wants that, really? I'd much rather give people a lifeline. And so let's let go of any deadlines. Breathing in. Shaking it out. Let's dance if you want to. Just dance it off with your body. That's all silly. We don't need a deadline. There isn't really any such thing as time and space anyway. If you look at the unified field, space-time is just a field. We're moving through it gracefully, but only relative to everything else. So we can release any urgency. It is already done. And we can introduce some rest. So breathing in. Fully deserving, place for rest for all women everywhere. God knows we all need a rest. Breathing in. Ah, you can let out some sound if you want to. Let's breathe in deep into the belly. A feeling of beautiful rest for every woman in the world who needs to just lay their head down and be held. Breathing in. Beautiful. Breathing out. Ah, letting go of anything we don't need. So lovely. And I've got a message from Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome.
Hi.
Hi, thank you for sharing. I'm releasing my fear of the unknown. Yeah, that's a scary one. My intention is to go with the flow and allow myself to be more vulnerable. That's again a vulnerability. I'm going to write down these intentions because we're going to do something lovely with them later. So fear of the unknown. Is anybody else experiencing that? After COVID, I think we've all had that very weird feeling of what's going on. You know, even we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. 1 minute we're here, the next minute there's a bat. We can't go out the house. And allow myself to be more vulnerable. Beautiful. And really, when you think about safety, safety is our core wound, you know, when it comes to all the fears that we have. Fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. It's all a fear of safety, isn't it? We all want to be safe. And paradoxically, none of us are, because we're so fragile. We don't have claws or teeth or, you know, amazing powers to jump out of bushes and attack other things. We're very frail as humans, very fragile. We're born as babies with barely any protection. And yet here we are. And so we do have to believe that there is something looking after us, protecting us, whether we believe in God or something divine or something out of nature, Mother Nature, whatever that is for you. Let's breathe into that and get some sense of safety in the self, some connection. A deep knowing that all is well. Breathing in, breathing out. And there's a beautiful practice of breathing in together for all those people who are afraid. And as we breathe in together, we breathe in the fear together as one. Breathing in, holding it and allowing it and dancing with it, embracing the fear, holding it in our bodies. It's perfectly okay as humans to feel fear. And we're safe feeling the fear. And breathing it out, letting it go on behalf of all womankind, on behalf of all humanity, but particularly for us women who have every right to be afraid in this world, but who still show up as you have done today. Beautiful. So let's allow that fear of the unknown in. And if anybody wants to share anything around that or has any comments, feel free to chip into the conversation. This isn't just about me holding space, it's also about sharing. If there's anything that comes up for you. Hi, Emmy.
I'd like to share, if that's okay.
Of course.
Yeah, it feels like it's such a calling you invited me to today's session, because right before this call, I was preparing a reels for my account, and then it's all about why for female entrepreneurs we are not pitching our services enough, but for males are comes so natural for them. So
Wow.
I felt like for me, the whole release, I want to release the fear of talking about money when we're pitching, talking about our service. It's money is all bad, so I want to release that. And then my intention for going forward is just to be brave to start marketing and talk a little more about my service, bring that male energy in a little bit more. So I feel like today is such a calling to join this call.
I'm so honored and happy that you're here, Emmy. Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
And that's such synchronicity of the universe, because actually I was in session with a client. I don't know if any of you know this, but I'm actually a professional coach. And, you know, after the session, I'm happy to do a little bit of spot coaching if anything comes up for anybody. But one thing that I was really pondering on, and you know how things come to you after a session sometimes. I know many of you here are healers and coaches, but sometimes the download come after the session. How many women that have gone before us that have never really experienced full autonomy in the generational way that men have always assumed that right, to have the right to speak, to have the right to be here, to fill a room, to take up space. I mean, in my generation, I'm 55, and I remember a time where I had to fight for my house because my ex-husband had signed some mortgage papers that I wasn't even a part of, and it was my house too, but that stood up legally. And women didn't have any rights to land until, you know, in this century, in the last 50 years, women didn't have proper land rights as men did. There had to be cases, and I studied them in law school. They were very recent cases. Barclays versus Bank of England. Akar, you were in law school with me. You'll remember, was it Barclays? And basically these are...
Yeah, I can't recall the name. Yeah,
it's Barclays, because I remember the name because it happened to me, because I almost lost my house. Now imagine a man doesn't feel that because he's never had reason to assume that he can't own land. There's a whole branch of law in this country called equity law, which came about because the Crusaders, in the times, I don't know if you know, in English history, during the times of the Crusades, men used to go away and fight, but they couldn't leave the land in their wives' name because women couldn't own land. So they gave it over to their best friend who they trusted. And they came back, and lo and behold, their best friend was sitting in their castle with their wife, you know, and they couldn't get it back because they'd signed it over. So they had to invent a new type of law called equity law, where before the eyes of God, that wasn't fair. But for that, women couldn't own land till very, very recently. Now, land is just a symbol of safety and security. Land is your home. Women didn't have possession of control of the family money till quite recently. Women couldn't speak up in public till quite recently. In many cultures, they still can't. In many countries, they can't. In many countries, they're denied schooling. So living in this world as a woman and speaking out is a true act of courage. And anyone showing up in a public space, I applaud your courage, and I give you a medal of honor, because men will never understand. And that's why I wanted women to be in this space, to really understand the wounds that we carry around autonomy, around money, around speech, around presence, around safety. And so, Emmy, thank you for bringing this to our attention today. The king is in the field, and I want him to hear this. I want all kings everywhere to understand this, all our masculine energy to understand that if the masculine is the stronger, and many people will say the feminine is the stronger, but physically stronger, then surely that's because they're supposed to protect and uphold sacredness of the feminine, and to understand and complement each other in that dance. And so let's welcome in protective masculine energy for all of us. The sword, shield, the weapon, and the protector. Let's breathe that in. Safety, breathe in. Hold it here as I hold it for all of you. Let's hold it for each other, that beautiful safe space where we can all hold hands and be protected together, just by virtue of showing up on this world. Breathing in safety. Breathing out connection. Beautiful. Breathing in. Breathing out. And as you breathe in and out, I'm going to do something a little bit different, because as you breathe in, I'd like you to feel your hips. And if you want to sway, circle your hips, allow in that energy of Pachamama, Mother Earth, into the ground. I'm going to bring in the masculine rain from the sky. The rain down. And water, the courage, and the strength of the feminine. So that it takes full roots and grows into roots that spread under the earth and connect with each other. All our roots are spreading in the microcosm, this sacred space, all and everywhere, growing safety, bringing light, the rain and the sun, sacred masculine, sacred feminine, uniting in the field, growing into beautiful shoots, growing into beautiful leaves and beautiful flowers. And the fruit comes last. And the fruit is the best part. The fruit is where we get to eat all that yummy things that we planted. And I want everybody today to really bring their intention with the breath into all the things that you want to set your intention for today. Breathing in, breathing out, whatever that fruit is for you, whether it's courage to step forward, whether it's the right to be vulnerable, whether it's the right to dance freely on this earth and speak your truth, whether it's the right for a healthy, loving, kind, empowered relationship. Breathing that in and releasing anything that we don't need, but shaking our hand, shaking it out, smiling with joy, knowing it's on its way. We're watering it now. It's already here. Beautiful. Is there anybody else who'd like to share something? Anything coming up? Hi, Celine.
Hi, thank you for doing this circle today. And sorry I was a bit late.
That's okay. Welcome.
Thanks. I want to release toxic people and toxic relationships.
Yeah.
And my intention is to welcome and only be open to kindness and love.
Welcome kindness and love, and release toxic people. Would you be open to a little bit of coaching around that, Celine?
Sure, of course.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's just breathe in with toxic people. Breathing in. Oh, we've all got toxic people in our lives. Believe me, we encounter them every day. So let's do this on behalf of the whole. Celine is brave because she's leading the way for all of us, but we can all tune in and we can all resonate, I'm sure. Breathing in. Breathing out. For you, Celine, what does that mean, toxic people? And would it be anyone in particular? You don't have to share any names, but if there's a memory or a feeling that comes up with that, what would that be for you? What's a picture that comes up?
For me, it would be people like putting me down,
Putting
or
you
like,
down.
yeah, and putting me down, not respecting me and my boundaries, and yeah, even not respecting me as a person.
Yeah. So it's people who disrespect you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do something. Let's just close. You can all do this together if you want to, or we can just encourage and support Celine. And I'm going to do it with you too, so don't feel alone. Breathing in, breathing out. And if you could just sit with that feeling, people don't disrespect people who disrespect me. Is there any feeling that's coming up? Maybe it's anger, maybe it's fear, maybe it's hurt, rejection. What's coming up for you? What feeling? Take all the time you need, Celine. You're welcome to share with us what feeling it is.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if I had to reply.
Okay.
I would say like fear, but also like not being worth it or not being enough.
No, I'm not enough. Okay, beautiful. So the voice is saying, it's like a message, I'm not enough. Is that right? Would you say that that's right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to come out of the mind story and just like close your eyes gently if that feels safe for you. Just drop down into the feeling and not in the thought. So breathing in. And if anybody else is resonating with that feeling, I'm not enough, let's just all drop down into the feeling and see just if we can notice as you breathe, where are you feeling that feeling in your body? Is it in your tummy, in your throat, in your heart, in your head? And Selena's leading, so if you can tell me where that feels the most alive.
For me, it's in my throat.
In your throat. Beautiful awareness. Okay. Keep your eyes closed if you can. Just gently feel into the feeling and allow it space. Just breathe into that feeling, that beautiful feeling that's letting you know that there's a younger part of you that feels you're not enough. And maybe it's just a little part of you, maybe it's a little girl, maybe it's a certain age that you were at where you first felt that. Is there any memory that goes with that? I'm not enough.
Yeah, like some memories with my mom. Like she's one of the like kind of passive aggressive toxic people. She's not the only one, but she's among them.
Okay, beautiful awareness. And just to explain what I'm doing is that a lot of the feelings that we have now are feelings. So emotions are things that can come and go. It takes 90 seconds chemically for an emotion to leave the body. I bet nobody knew that here because I never knew it when somebody told me on my course. But 90 seconds, that chemical can come and go. And the reason that we feel the deep emotions that circulate and loop and repeat in patterns through our lives, the feelings of unworthiness or not enough or toxic people, the patterns that repeat in our head, are because when the emotion attaches to a story in the mind, then the thought carries those chemicals as an emotion and loops, and the brain loves to loop. The brain is very, very clever. It likes to loop in what's familiar because familiarity is safety. But when we detach, it's like crochet, and you let go of the wool and you cast it off, the emotion can leave the body safely. And in my coaching, then often I use things like tapping, body work, breath work to release the emotion and detach it from the thought. Often the thought has come from a very, very old pattern that's come from childhood. I can explain more to anybody who wants to know after the group, but many of you will probably know this already, but 95% of human behavior is actually caused by the subconscious and not by our logic. We think our brains are so clever, but the subconscious is very powerful. And many of the patterns and emotions and negative energies that we feel, and it's usually negative because we're primed to be negative to protect ourselves, because there's no danger in a daisy. There's so much danger if somebody looks at us wrong when we're little, because we could be punished or thrown out of the class, or our mother might not give us food or treat us differently than our brothers and sisters. So we're primed for negativity, and those things get very hardwired. And strong emotions that come up now as an adult can often be linked back to whatever was happening before we were 7. And so what's coming up for Celine is so normal, so common, but there's a memory around her mother, around some passive aggressiveness. And that's beautiful that it's coming up for healing in a safe space. So can we all hold beautiful safety for Celine while we process this together? We're all holding a space for you, Celine. Breathing in, breathing out, honoring your courage and stepping forward like this. And if your memory is with your mom, if you feel comfortable sharing, is there any particular memory where your mom maybe hurt your feelings or you felt unsafe? And again, only share what you feel comfortable with. You don't have to share anything if you don't want to, or you could just say, yes, there is a picture in my mind. That's fine too.
Yes, there are a lot of occasions. Is it better to work with recent memories or old
Whatever
memories?
comes up, that's the thing. I'm very trusting in the divine energy. Whatever's alive now will come up to be healed. Our minds and our bodies have so much intelligence. Sometimes it's the weirdest thing that comes up. It could be something about a cookie jar, but that's the thing. So don't worry, just go with whatever comes up.
So one of the latest, like a week ago, is that we were looking at my daughter's clothes when she was a baby, and she threw them all away. And that was kind of like I felt like if she like throw away my treasure. Like she didn't keep anything from me when I was a baby, like just one dress. And like when we were going through the baby clothes she had lots of things from my brother, only one dress from me, and like 1 or 2 things from my daughter, but she threw all the rest away. And I felt really, like I couldn't even trust her to hold like those precious things for me, and also for my daughter. These are precious memories for her too. So I was
my goodness.
And for my daughter.
Celine, you have no idea. I've just been in session with my own coach, and the exact same theme came up for me. It was about something that I wanted to pass on to my daughter that my daughter doesn't actually want, and it was sacred from my mom. And my daughter isn't interested in that thing. And I was processing the emotions around that. I find it so interesting that we all are one. There is definitely a unified field. And in some way, I know that whatever comes up to heal you in this session will in some way serve the people in this group, whether it's now or tomorrow or another day. So thank you for holding this. Thank you for being here and for showing up so fully. Are you okay for me to start doing some coaching with you around this?
Yes, of course.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
We're going to do something called the trigger tool. And I love the trigger tool because it's very, very deep, but it's very simple. And you can all make a note of this and use it afterwards, because it's a wonderful thing to have when you're triggered. And the trigger in this situation would be your mom throwing out those baby clothes. Okay. So I'm going to invite you to complete the sentence. I felt the emotion of, and I leave it for you to say when triggered. So what emotion was coming up for you?
Anger.
Anger. Beautiful. Anger.
Yeah.
So let's say that I felt the emotion of anger when triggered.
I felt the emotion of anger when triggered.
Beautiful. Okay. And now I'm going to ask you to complete the next sentence. I felt the emotion of anger when, and then describe what happened.
I felt the emotion of anger when I realized that there was no, like that there was, actually no, I felt the emotion of anger when I realized that my mom didn't care of what she did with my daughter's clothes. So it wasn't unnecessarily the fact that she threw the clothes, it was the attitude she had towards it.
Wow. Okay. Very beautiful awareness. Lovely. Okay. I felt the emotion of anger when I realized that my mom had thrown away my daughter's clothes, that she didn't care. Yes? Okay. All right. The next one, number 3, the event of my mom throwing away my daughter's clothes means, so say that and then say what it means for you.
That she doesn't care about us.
She doesn't care about you. And that's you and your daughter, is that right? When you say us.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna go to that one sentence. My mother doesn't care about us. And I'm gonna invite you to just sit with it. Close your eyes, breathing in. My mother doesn't care about us. Is that true?
I don't think it's true.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you another question.
Yeah.
How does it feel to hang on to the feeling, the thoughts, my mother doesn't care about us? How does that feel in your body?
Uncomfortable.
Anything else?
Uncomfortable, but like a safety protection too.
Yeah, so if
Because
you feel your mother doesn't care about you, that feels unsafe, I would say. Yes? Does that feel unsafe? Is that what it?
well, that feels unsafe, but at the same time, it feels safe because it allows me to distantiate myself from
Ooh,
her
we
that
have a
she
smart
like,
one here. She's uncovering all the layers.
yeah.
So what you're noticing, beautiful awareness, Celine. Are you a coach yourself? Or you have you done a lot of inner work? Because that's
Oh
very
yeah.
beautiful awareness.
I'm a health coach too, and I doing my breathwork facilitator training, and
Yeah.
I'm a yoga teacher. So
You're very
some-
integrated. I can see that. So often when I work with a lot of people, and even me, honestly, me as well, I don't spot. You can't see the label when you're in the jar, and I can't always see. Akar is a very good friend of mine. She can spot all my busy behaviors when I can't see them. Thank you, Akar, for always calling me out. But you can't always see your own behavior. And that was beautiful self-awareness. You're seeing that trigger that came up for you was actually showing you that your ego was coming to protect you from feeling that your mother does care about you, because that was actually serving you. The belief that your mother doesn't care allows you to say bye-bye. I don't want you in my life to a certain degree. So we can all see how the mind plays games with us, and sometimes we are a part of that game playing. So what we're going to do is actually show some gratitude to the pattern that came up that was trying to protect you, because your ego was actually trying to protect you by granting you your desire of a little distance. So we're going to actually, this is number 4, which you raced ahead and got to before even I introduced it to you. Thank you. I appreciate that my ego came to protect me from feeling
hurt.
From feeling hurt. Beautiful. So how about, what's the opposite of feeling hurt?
Feeling joyful.
Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Number 5, it is okay for me to experience feeling joyful. Can you say that?
It's okay for me to experience the feeling of being joyful.
Beautiful. When you say that, do you believe it?
I believe it, yeah.
Beautiful. Does it land?
Yes.
Can we all say that together with Celine? You can say it quietly or loud. We're all going to say that together. It is okay for me to experience feeling joyful. How many people feel really happy saying that? Full permission.
Yeah.
We give ourselves that permission. Nobody else can give it to us. We don't need to play games. We don't need to invent toxic people, take it away from us. It's us. Permission is right inside us. The next one is, I no longer have to attach events in my life to feeling hurt. Are you ready to say that? That's something that will land for you?
Yeah. Do you mind repeating it, please?
Yeah, let's say it all together. I no longer have, we can all say this, I no longer have to attach events in my life to feeling hurt or unsafe.
I no longer have to
Attach events
in my life
Yeah.
the feelings of feeling hurt or unsafe.
hurt or unsafe or uncomfortable. Do you see how we attach the event to the feeling? My mother did this, so now I can feel that thing. No, we don't have to attach the event. We can let it go. The last thing we say is all together, I am safe.
I am safe.
I am safe.
I am safe. I am joyful.
I am joyful.
I am perfectly comfortable.
I am perfectly comfortable.
How does that feel?
It feels great.
Yes? Beautiful. That was a little spot coach. I don't know
Thank
if
you.
that resonates for anybody here. Did anybody else resonate with all the things that were going on in that little... Yes, Lisa, hello.
Yeah, hello. I don't know if I'm on mute. Can you hear me?
Hello, we can hear you, yes.
Okay, yeah. So that because I've been having therapy. Well, I've been in therapy since last November, and I've been working a lot on that and realizing that I bring the joy, that I've got the joy within me, and a lot of the things you were saying there, I was like, you know, I've had to do a lot of work around my relationships with my family and realizing it's my ego that sometimes has got in the way, and I've kind of done stuff to myself to lower myself and be submissive in my family, and I've done that, not them, to kind of protect myself, or so that resonated a lot with me, so that was really, really good. Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Thank you for sharing that, Lisa. Does anybody else here resonate with that? Lala as well? Yeah, I do. We so often give away, and that's another womanly thing. We give away our power to others to control our emotions, whereas it's all in us. So let's just see how long we have. We've got another quarter of an hour. I was thinking, let's bring some forgiveness into the room. Because often when we realize that we're doing this thing to ourselves, there's a little shame and judgment that goes with us, like, oh, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that thing? So a nice thing to do right now is to bring some forgiveness into the space and say, I forgive myself. Let's all do that together. Selina's going to lead with us. I forgive myself for buying into the illusion.
I forgive myself for buying into the illusion.
What was the illusion you were buying into, Celine?
For buying into the illusion that I wasn't worth it.
The truth is?
The truth is, I'm an awesome woman, and
Woo!
I deserve love, kindness, and a joyful and happy and successful and abundant life.
Who resonates here with that? Can we all give Selena woo? I love that. That was so powerful. Who felt that? I felt that in my heart.
Yeah.
I felt that so deep. That was beautiful. Celine, thank you so much for sharing. So what we've all noticed is the joy and the safety and the comfort is already here. It's all already here. It's ours. And what I want to encourage every woman here today, yeah, get it, Celine. Every woman here today, claim your power, claim your authority, claim your autonomy, claim your safety, claim your joy. I want each one of you to set an intention, not only an intention in your head and in your heart, but in your actions, each one of you, to just take 5 minutes out of your day, tonight, this evening, or tomorrow, and do an act that gives you joy, comfort, and safety all by yourself. And if anybody wants to share what they're going to do and write it in the chat or send it on the group after, that's fine. If nobody can think of anything, you can call me and I'll help you figure something out. But it doesn't have to be complicated, just something simple. Would anybody like to share what they want to do? And if not, that's also fine. Celine, is there something you would like to do?
Yes, I definitely, yeah. I think I will probably take some time for myself, actually. Like not take some time to just relax and not always. I work a lot and I always feel pressure of doing something, learning, reading a educative book, doing a course, doing my work, and
always trying to improve yourself as if you're not good enough already.
Yeah.
So let's just celebrate the fact that we are worthy as we are. This is how we came here, fully alive. You know, when a baby is born, they don't know how to bake or cook or anything like that, or how to think or how to do math, but we love them. I don't think there's anything more in the world that people love more than a baby. And they can do nothing. So let's just get back into that energy of being fully loved and supported as we are without any extras. Beautiful. Okay, so is there anybody who wants to share or has any questions? And if not, what I thought I would do is a little meditation for all of us to channel that joy and to really bake it into ourselves. Who here is up for that? A meditation sound good? Yeah, the sound works okay, you can hear me? I can't believe I was so afraid of doing this session. We're almost 10 minutes to the end. That was really funny because I've never actually, if you can believe, I've never done one of these before. This is literally a first for me. No, never. This is me literally stepping forward. So girls, if I can do it, you can do this thing. Whatever it is that you were afraid to do, just do it. Thank you, Manisha. It's been brilliant. Thank you so much. That's really encouraging to hear. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get this. Everybody shuffle about or move yourself into a space where you're feeling really, really juicy and comfortable. I'm going to do cross-legged because that's where I'm comfortable, but you guys do whatever you want. Really breathing in, breathing out, shake your shoulders, turn off your screen if you want to. Doesn't matter if it's just us, that's fine. And we're going to breathe in. As you breathe in, just breathe really deep into your belly. Letting that beautiful air in. Breathing it out. And what we're going to do is we're going to go gently from the top of the head all the way down to the toes, breathing in safety, comfort, vulnerability, courage, rest, peace, kindness, and love. All the things we're welcoming today. If there's anything else, you can channel that in as well. And a little bit of chaos. I like a little chaos in the mix. So I'm going to do some circles with my hips, but you can do that if you want to. Breathing in, breathing out, just releasing anything that's held. Us women hold such a lot in the hips. And if you're lying down, I encourage you to just shake your hips side to side, just jump them up and down if you want to just release any energy you're holding onto in the hips. Give them a little bump. Shake, shake, shake. Breathe it out. Beautiful. And then we're going to do 3 welcoming breaths to welcome yourselves into the sacred space, this goddess space where all of us are integrating our energies, the masculine and the feminine. We're going to welcome the masculine by breathing our arms up into the sky as you breathe in. Hold it there, welcome the masculine, invite it into the space and release with breath. Release your arms down to the ground, connecting with Pachamama. Beautiful Mother Earth holds you in her warm embrace, fully protected, fully safe, fully loved, fully nourished with all her beautiful minerals and volcanic energy. Once more, breathing in, up to the sky, breathing in. Beautiful masculine energy of the sun's rays shining on the earth, bringing it down, letting it go. Shake it up your shoulders. Beautiful. Any shaking you want to do in your hips is fine at this point as well. My meditations are never sitting still because I'm not very good at sitting still, so we don't have to sit still. You can if you want to. Breathing in. Welcoming yourself into the space of courage and hope and faith, and breathing out and releasing anything you don't need anymore. All those stories, let them go. Whew. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to start entering. We're going to actually, let's take an on. Breathing in. Breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm going to do 3 ohms. The first one is going to be really letting out on the sound of the om anything that we don't want anymore, whether it's fear or anger or hurt or chaos, urgency. Let's let it out with the om. So breathing in. Second one, just to release anything that's left, any last little vestiges of resistance. So breathing in again. think your doggy liked that, Maddie. Loved it. Breathing in one more time, and this is going to be very gentle on. And this one is going to be you reconnecting with you. It's that still small voice that you hear when the fear has left the building and you remember who you are, why you came, and the joy of just being you. Breathing in. Beautiful. As you breathe in, and as you breathe out, breathing in love, relaxation to the top of your head. Breathe, relax, and let go of your forehead, all the muscles in your forehead that are clenched. And the back of your head and your eyes and the little muscles around your eyes and your nose and mouth. Breathe into your cheeks and let go. Breathe into your jaw, let it juggle from side to side. Wiggle, wiggle. Let out your tongue and let it push against the cheeks and just any space that you want to find in your mouth. Relax your gums and teeth and tongue. Just let it drop to the floor of the mouth. Maybe swallow, relax your throat, breathing in. Breathe and relax your neck and throat and your vocal cords. Breathe and relax your brain. Let go of any thinking. You don't need to think right now. Just rest. Breathing in. Breathing out joy. Breathing in joy. Breathing out serenity. Breathing in peace. Breathing out love. Letting go of the shoulders as you breathe and relax your shoulders and send love to those little body parts that are carrying all those little burdens. You don't need them. Let them slide off onto the floor with a thump. Let go of your arms. Let them feel heavy. Breathe and relax your upper arms, your elbows, the fronts and the back. Breathe and relax your wrists, the tops of your hands and the bottoms of your hands, your fingers and thumbs. Breathe, relax, and love to your arms and hands, to your shoulders, to your chest and heart and lungs. Breathe and open your heart space. Breathing in. Breathing in love. Breathing out empowerment. Breathing in grace. Breathing out support and serenity. Breathing into your full power as you feel beautiful hands as if there's an angel at your back, holding you, supporting you. You could lean into it and know that you're fully held. Breathing into your spine and all the little vertebrae in your spine, allowing all the little bones to move about and dance in the fluid that they're held in, rejuvenating and refreshing your spinal cord, your nervous system, letting it dance about in your body, knowing that it's fully relaxed, ready for joy, ready for play, ready for dancing, and ready for connection, divine masculine, divine feminine. Breathing into your diaphragm, your breasts, back, your upper back, lower back, breathing into your digestive organs, letting them be juicy, letting the cells be nourished and fed. All the food you ate today, let it be digested. Enjoy and peace and serenity and calm. This moment of grace is yours. Breathing in. Breathing out. Sending love to all your organs, to your tummy, your liver, your kidneys, your bowels, your bladder, relaxing your womb space. Breathing in, breathing out, sending love. Breathing into your hips and sacrum, that sacred space that often holds our emotions and our feelings, releasing any shame or blame or guilt or fear, letting it go straight down into the earth like a river running to the sea, carrying all emotions that you don't need and embracing those that you want to hold on to and love. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling fully integrated in your chest and abdomen and head, and breathing down into your hips lower torso and legs. Breathe and relax your thighs. Feeling them getting heavy on the ground, on the chair, on the cushion. Relaxing, you're supported, you're nourished. Breathing into the knees and the calves and the shins. Feeling strong, yet relaxed. Feeling so empowered. Autonomous. Listen to you. Breathing into your ankles, the tops of your feet, the bottoms of your feet and your toes. Flexible, easy, gentle. All the little steps that have taken you forward to this time, this space, this now, this sacred space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Breathing in the power of Pachamama, whose volcanic fire at the center of the earth represents all the sacred rage contained within us females over generations, mounting and getting ready to be released in a beautiful, integrated way, showing our power in this world with full courage and full integrity. No shame, no fear. In all our vulnerability and all our imperfection, it's all allowed. Allowing it to glow a beautiful red as it circles around our hips and lights a fire. Fire of passion and desire and love, where the feminine and masculine begin. The beautiful dance into the hips, into the thighs and the legs, this beautiful red light glowing like the coals of a fire. And as it rises up into your abdomen, glowing a beautiful orange, where all the emotions are allowed. Each one has a message, and you can listen and integrate what you need and let the rest go. Beautiful glowing orange rising up to your tummy. Sacred glow, the sun, into your solar plexus. As the divine yellow light of the sun shines out from within you, your power in this world to act and do and dance around in all your physicality, in all your nakedness and in all your grace. You're allowed to be here, fully alive, breathing in, breathing out. Power of the sun glows up into your chest, a beautiful green light where all the plants are nourished, many seeds that you've planted in the dark and are allowed to flourish and grow. The shoots, the leaves, and finally the fruit that's so yummy to eat, the fruit that we rejoice in when we see the fruits of our labor, breathing into that beautiful green light of all the projects that we're dreaming about now that are going to be alive soon, that we're growing quietly in this lovely space, this lovely energy. Breathing in. And as the emerald glow lifts up into our neck, we can sense this beautiful sky blue light, and it's the masculine energy of the sky and the ability to express and articulate ourselves, to sing out our truth, and we're safe to speak. Because we create our own safety and we hold each other. Breathing in, breathing out, full voice, the ability to say, speak, or sing, or shout, or scream, anything we want to, and still be accepted and fully loved, fully supported, fully alive. And the blue light is glowing, and the light moves up into the third eye, and rests between the eyebrows. Beautiful, deep indigo, purpley blue. There is held the sacred wisdom of all our ancestors, our mothers, our grandmothers, our sacred and spirit grandmothers, our godmothers, those who came before, and those who hold the wisdom and passed it down to us here today, in our energy, in our DNA, in our cells, in our knowing, in our intuition. Always there, here for you, anytime that you want to access. It's always here, glowing a beautiful purple color. Now ready to channel up to the top of the head, where beautiful white light is waiting for you, flowing down into your body like a beautiful waterfall of light, the divine light of knowing all is well, that you are loved, you are held, you're supported, and you're safe. Breathing in. Breathing out, sacred energy of divine masculine and the divine feminine. Feeling, knowing, thinking, sensing, fully loved as you are. And if you were to float away from yourself, you would see yourself in all your beauty and majesty, like a queen in the field, glowing with all the colours of the rainbow, limitless, magnificent, majestic and regal. And as you breathe in, just know that you will always remember this vision of yourself as your most embodied, and that is who you really are. This is who you are. You are a queen. You were born to be the queen of you. There's only one of you in the world. There never will be another like you. You are so welcome to be here. You have full permission. As you breathe in, as you breathe out, just remembering that, taking that with you into the rest of your day. And when you feel ready to open your eyes, gently, gently, wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes, feel free to come back into the room at your own pace. If anybody wants to share anything, or just say hello, or ask me any questions, I'm here for all of it.
I want to say thank you so much for holding that space. That was a really lovely meditation. Yeah, and this circle's been really, really great. So I would never have guessed it was your first.
Thank you so much. I can't actually see who's speaking.
It's Manisha.
Oh, hi, Manisha. Thank you so much.
That's okay. And I just wanted to quickly come on to say that because I have to go and do bedtime now.
Oh,
For the kids.
Well, if you want, I can send you the replay. So if you feel like you're missing out on any of the questions and answers,
please,
people after, if people want to stay on, they may not want to. But if we do, we can always. Everybody will get the replay who wants one. So
okay, all right, great. Thank you, and thank you for everyone else.
Yeah, feel free to reach out to me afterwards if anything has come up afterwards. I find that with these sessions, it's playful, but it also goes quite deep. And sometimes things come up afterwards. If any of you need support with anything, you know where I am. You can contact me.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course, a pleasure.
Okay, I'll let you carry on. Thank you.
Sending you love, Manisha. Have a lovely evening.
I also just wanted to quickly come in and share some gratitude before I head off. That was really, really wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maddie. So nice to meet you. And who else am I meeting there? What's this beauty on your lap?
It's Milo.
Looks like a lion. What's his name? Is it him?
It's Milo.
Milo. Hello, Milo. Did you meditate as well? I thought you went off for a little minute there. It's so peaceful and calm. Isn't he lovely?
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Let's just
I also wanna say thank you, Rebecca. It was amazing.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, Akar. It's an honor. I'm so honored to have you here. Akar and I have been friends since law school, like 18 years ago?
Yeah, absolutely.
All the things together. We're both doing all inner work things now, but we were both lawyers and corporate people.
Yes.
All the ups and downs of life together, and we're still friends.
Absolutely. And I'm proud of you. You've done a great session.
Thank you so much, Akar.
Thank you.
That means a lot.
Thank you.
I just want to say thank you so much for holding the space for us tonight. It's been really beautiful. And
you're so welcome, Lisa.
It's just been really magical. So thank you so much.
You're
and if you ever do one again, I'm definitely going to join.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So happy.
I'll leave you all in peace.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Anything that wants to stay on, if there's anything that comes up or you want to ask me anything, I'm here for another 5-10 minutes for sure, as long as you like.
Just wanted to say thank you so much, and thank you for coaching me. That was really beautiful, and I'm glad it helped other people too. So thank you so much. I wasn't expecting that.
No, I mean, actually, I didn't even know I was going to do any sport coaching. It just came up naturally. So I am a coach. That's what I do. I love to do it. So it was completely unexpected for me as well. I'm going to ask you, Celine, how would you feel if I sent that out to people? Is it okay for me to share this, or do you need to have your image taken off? If that's okay with you?
That's fine. That's fine with me. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, I have no issue with you sharing and
Amazing. Thank you very
And
much
if
for that.
someone-
Because, I'm
if
also
some-
starting my business, and so I may have some things on my website, and I just want to make sure that I have permission from you before I do something like that.
Of course. And also, if someone wants to ask me any questions, I'm happy to answer as well. So
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And it's lovely to hear that you're a coach, as you're a yoga teacher, and what else you've done?
I do yoga. I do Reiki, crystals healing, and
Wow.
I'm just doing my breathwork facilitator course because I think
Oh, nice.
breathwork is like fascinating.
Breathwork is everything. I love breathwork. Me too. That's stunning. Did you find me on Molly Ann's group? Did you come to me through Molly Ann?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I did breathwork with Molly and Mel at the retreats that they did last month. No, well, actually,
I'm so jealous. Did you go to the retreat? I really wanted to go on that, and it was too late. The place was booked up. Was it amazing?
it was really beautiful. Yeah, and they were so sweet. Like both of them are so kind and so sweet.
Molly Ann
Yeah.
is very special. I don't know the other one, but Molly Ann is a special soul. She really is.
Yeah.
So that's so beautiful, Celine. So let's stay connected. Do you live in England?
So I used to live in London, but now I have my own company and I travel a lot. So
That's
I'm
beautiful.
looking for a base actually. So I'm planning to spend to go to Portugal, to Azores, to check it out.
Beautiful.
And we'll see, because I was in Hawaii last year at this time and I loved it, but it's so far away. So for me, for work, it's a bit far. But
yeah,
the
right now you don't want to be in Hawaii right now. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what's happening there? That's so sad.
Yeah, you seem to be in a hot, warm place. Is it the UK
No,
or
I'm in London in my living room, but somehow the sun always shines here. This is my coaching spot. This is my little chair, the plant, my plant friend.
So nice.
So lovely, Celine. Please do stay in touch. I'd love to hear about your journey, and let's keep each other posted.
Yeah, you have my contact details too. So yeah, let's keep in touch.
I think I do. Yeah, I must have, because otherwise you wouldn't have got here. Beautiful. So we'll stay in touch, and who knows, we will end up collaborating together on something.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for showing up so fully tonight.
Of course. Have a great evening. Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.